tucked away.
Good morning, everyone watching online, and thank you to our helpers this morning in the room. It's great to see you. I had I don't know, by way of story, I had a lovely phone call with someone this week that I hadn't met, who had only been to one BAC service in the room earlier this year when we weren't in lockdown, but they were watching online, and it was great to connect with someone like that I hadn't met yet for about half an hour on the phone. And I pray that there are many others that we will meet together when we can get out of lockdown. So at BAC Anglican Church, please keep praying for our dream, our aspiration that we'll be growing in Christ, growing in the Word, growing in prayer, and growing in mission. And God is growing us, I think, through affliction. We see that in the book of Thessalonians, and I pray that God will be growing us in every way, actually. So on our church website, there's a page there for families with, say, primary age children or younger. There's a sort of a Sunday school video and some printable materials, some craft, and some Bible activities. So we really do encourage families to look at that together. So just Google BAC Anglican and go to our website and go to the children's section. And that generally gets updated every week of lockdown. There's something new, and there's actually a whole 18 months worth of material. All our lockdown material is still there for families. Friends, people have asked me, how is our church going financially over the year? So I thought I would give a short update on how our church has been travelling financially. I'm actually incredibly thankful and delighted, and I really want to affirm BAC Anglican Church and their generosity over what has been a really difficult 18 months. But here are some key figures on our finances on the year to date. So to the end of July, our collections were $243,000, and at the same period year on year, last year they were about $241,000, so just slightly ahead of the previous year. I actually think that's excellent to be holding ground when maybe we could have been collapsing or imploding, and even a lot of churches, I think, are struggling for viability. So it actually shows a sign of commitment that we're holding ground actually pretty well. However, the hard part is our budget target is $256,884 at the same for this point. So we're behind budget $13,830. The church financial year doesn't follow the tax financial year. We actually finish at the end of September. So we have 6 weeks left in our church financial year to close that budget gap. And our friends, I want you to pray for our church that the coming year will be a year of welcoming, reconnecting, and growth for Jesus' glory. And so one of the joyful things about BAC Anglican Church for me over the last 10 years, nearly 11 actually, has been that we're so blessed to be growing with visitors and newcomers every week, and our church has grown every year, and our finances have grown nearly every year. And I'm heartened that actually in KC and Cardinia, you see this through the real estate prices, but you see people are still moving in. They're still looking for churches, but we haven't been able to actually welcome or integrate many new people over the last 18 months. So I'm praying for actually a bumper harvest when we can get to the other side of the pandemic. And so please, if you've been blessed by BAC and you're committed to this mission and God has blessed you financially, then please give generously and joyfully towards our mission. We are about to head into a hard year in terms of no one really expects there to be any more job keepers and things like that. And so it gets harder and harder to maintain our staffing levels. And so we need our BAC Church to give us that vote of confidence by investing generously in our mission. So if you'd like to do that, you can talk to me, or you can just go to the website or the BAC Weekly email, and there you'll get our online banking info for giving to BAC. Thanks.